Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
You've got the Sandy and Haley show today, and
Yep.
we've been here all week, haven't we?
Yes, yes, pretty much.
So, what do you think for your first hosting week on WikiTree week celebration?
It's been a pretty good experience, I think. I think, like I've said to you before, it's a little bit difficult to kind of find your groove and what you should say and what you should talk about, but I think I've done pretty well. So
I think you've done,
hopefully,
yeah, no, you've done great. Now,
yeah.
I will give you a little hint. I'm going to say that DNA is Haley's favorite day so far.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. I love genetic genealogy. I think people get a little bit tired of me talking about it sometimes, but it's definitely my thing. So,
But I think that's great. As you guys go through the entire week, please let us know what you really, really like because this is how we know what to bring back. Aowen will start planning next year, next week. So the more that you give us feedback, and there's also a way to give us feedback on the WikiTree Week Discord server as well. She's asked for it. Then that gives us a little idea. I will say that most people are answering Haley DNA. But it could change after today because today is Tech Day. And I'd like to welcome one of the WikiTree techs that's in our chat audience. WikiTree Steve is here. And as you know, Steve does a lot of help behind the scenes with tech and with projects that we have here on WikiTree. Uh, One other thing I want to mention from yesterday before we start talking about today is WikiTree Day selfies. If you did not attend the cubicle party last night, there's still time. It's not a one-day activity. You can continue adding selfies all week. You can even do it next week or the next week or the next if you're watching this after the fact. So please add your WikiTree Day selfies, and it can be with your favorite project on the screen behind you. It can be of you. Oops, excuse me, one little Yorkie alert. It could be of you with photos of your ancestors behind you and showing the generations. It can be whatever you'd like and be creative. And I would agree with Anne, Sorcerer B, and WikiTree browser extension, which we affectionately call WBE. I love all of them. I use all of them. I'm wearing a shirt. You can't really see it. You'll see it in the Zoom coming up next that has a big B on it in honor of WikiTree B, which is one of my favorite app extensions. If you don't know what we're talking about, today's your day because we're talking about tech all day long. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you can see the event. So you are in the kickoff right now. This is going to be the kickoff to show you everything that's going on, and you don't want to miss it. Don't worry if you have to work, or if you can't be here because it's all recorded. And the next up is the cubicle party. And come join us. I'm going to show you some of my favorite hidden gems that I use almost daily on WikiTree that you might not have ever known. Some of them are right there in front of you. But sometimes, Haley, when things are right in front of you, you miss it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so definitely join us for the cubicle party. I am having a lot of blasts with you guys, sitting there talking, chatting, hearing information from you, what you like, what you use, how you use WikiTree, sharing your selfies, sharing your ancestors with us as well. And then moving right along is the new member Q&A. You do not need to be a new member to show up for the new member Q&A. I highly recommend if you are a new member to WikiTree that you show up. And we're having it every day except Friday. And I'll explain what Friday is a little bit later. And then the huge panel. So if you attended the DNA panel this week and you loved it, you definitely want to attend the tech panel that's going on today. We have techies from inside and outside of WikiTree, and we're talking about how we can use tech and genealogy together. Now, I don't know if we're going to get as detailed as some of the things that are new to us, like AI. But I'm sure AI is going to be one of the topics that we're going to talk about. I don't know how we can avoid it. Love it or hate it, it's here. So, and it is tech. And then the Hacktoberfest wrap up. We're going to talk about what happened all during October for the Hacktoberfest. I don't know if you guys know, but Hacktoberfest kind of started from a few years ago, and it's a global event. Companies join together within their organizations to create better tech tools, and WikiTree decided to join the fun as well. If you watch the roundups on Saturday morning, you know Greg Clark. And Greg Clark has so many apps, the DNA confirmation app, the fan chart, so many apps. He's going to be hosting Hacktoberfest with Mr. Sorcerer himself, Rob Pavey. So if you have any questions about some of the additions, or if you'd like to have an additional source added to Sorcerer, definitely tune in for that. Then we're going to the cubicle party, which, as we know, Kathy and Chris host the nighttime cubicle parties. And I think it says toy box. Haley, I think it should be called tool.
Probably toolbox. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But I don't know. So definitely have some fun there. Come on in. Show us what you like. Tell us what you'd love. Tell us what you'd like to see on WikiTree as maybe a new tech toy. You never know. We're always open to your suggestions. And if you watched the team chat panel yesterday, then Mr. Witten himself explained how they prioritize features. So when somebody requests a feature, he kind of explains a basic process on how WikiTree team behind the scenes works to determine the process of should a feature be a feature or not, or will it be delayed, or will it take a little bit more work to program and code within our system. And then the nighttime roundup. A lot of fun things. I'm going to also post here the technology question of the day, because you guys ask so much about technology. I hear it day in, day out in my projects. Then here is a great opportunity to answer the technology question of the day. If you could have one WikiTree tool, what would it be and why would you use it? And guess what? This is how we learn about adding new features. There might be things that you guys have out there that we hadn't thought of. So definitely answer the question of the day. The tech activity of the day is also up on G2G. And this is really kind of fun. This is, go try out some technology. Maybe you've used it, maybe you barely used it, maybe you even use it a lot, but go try out some new technology. As you know, we've got a lot of site improvements that came out this week. Try that out. Take a little time to work some of the text, some of the connection finders, the DNA ancestor confirmation aid. We learned about DNA 2 days ago. So let's try out some of those confirmation and put them on profiles. And I agree with this. Ian Bacall is great at picking up members' ideas and turning them into reality. And I will, and Steve did ... and I'm going to finish that ... usually within 5 seconds flat. Ian is so quick. Ian will see something, he'll instantly reach out and say, if he has any questions or confusion, he'll say, what is this? What do you want? And next thing you know, he's reaching out and said, is this what you were talking about, with a almost working feature? So it's really, really great. I mean, I don't know how he does it. And I'm pretty sure that Ian doesn't sleep. I think that he might get, 1 hour a week sleep, but he is so quick. And if you guys know WikiTree B, we talk about it. Guess what? Ian, B call, B, get it? So that's how he uses that. And now, Haley, you pointed out something really important to me right before we came live. This is the last time that we're going to be doing a kickoff.
Yes, it is. I think tomorrow there's not a kickoff, and then Saturday it's the regular crew. So it's the last time you'll see us for the kickoff in the morning.
And the tomorrow is interesting. So let's talk about, let me bring that up. Tomorrow is the big symposium, y'all. So what's going to happen, it's going to start, instead of seeing our wonderful faces, it's going to start with, I believe, Thomas McGinty. So that's pretty cool. And I'm going to post the schedule real quick. Tomorrow will be an all-day symposium. If you want to talk about some of the things that you have seen in this symposium, come over to the WikiTree Week Discord and chat with us. A lot of times we get the panelists or the guest speakers to join us as well. If you saw the narrative panel earlier this week, I think that was Monday, and I call him Irish David. You know, David from Ireland, who regularly presents at Roots and comes to WikiTree. He's been chatting over in the Discord channel about some folklore Irish history and how you can use history to help with your genealogy as well. So you never know who pops up in Discord. And he's there answering questions if you guys have questions for him as well. Now, let's talk about Saturday. Saturday is going to be a little interesting as well, because as Haley mentioned, Saturday morning, you get the regular roundup crew, but I believe they're at a different time. Let me double check, Haley, because thanks for mentioning that.
I think so. I think they're still the same time, if I remember right, as this one. I think they usually go a little bit later, but
Yeah, they usually go at 10. Let's see, here we go. They usually go at 10. And on Saturday, it's WikiTree Appreciation Day. And I believe the kickoff is going to be at 8 a.m. But that's your normal Saturday roundup crew, guys. So if you're used to seeing them at 10 a.m., you got to wake up earlier, because it's going to be at 8 a.m. Or you got to rearrange your schedule a little differently to see them. So a couple of things, let's recap. Today is all about technology. Go to GGG. At the very top of GGG is the post that says what the activities are today. Answer the questions. Join some of the cubicle parties. Join the new member chat. Join the panel where you'd be amazed at the techies that we have coming in to talk about the technology of genealogy and where we also think it's going to go in the future. Join Greg and Rob for the Hacktoberfest. But remember, tomorrow is the symposium all day, special presentations from guest speakers coming in. You won't see the kickoff. And Awen is doing the final day roundup tomorrow. And then on Saturday at 8 a.m. and not 10. And I think I saw Denise. So yeah, man, Denise is in here. So remember that on Saturday, you will see Denise, Betsy, Greg, Vicki for your normal Saturday roundup, but at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Just giving you a little time to rearrange your schedule now. And then Saturday also are the research parties, and they go all day. They start early and they keep on going. So if you've got brick walls in Germany, Italy, and I see Chris Ferriolo's in here as well. Chris can chat with you guys a little bit about the research parties in the chat. But Italy, Germany, Jewish roots, and that kind of includes the Holocaust as well. If you're trying to locate family members in your tree or more information, or want to learn how to search for them. If you have U.S. Black heritage roots that you're trying to document and trace back, it's an incredibly difficult and challenging task sometimes, but the members and the leaders of the U.S. Black heritage will be here to help you navigate through that. The Western Hoe Project will be here if you have American pioneers, immigrant pioneers that came to America before 1890. And a lot of us equate that to the gold rush and things in the homesteaders. They'll be here to help you dig through homesteader records, gold rush information before states were states. So that's kind of tricky as well. And I'm missing a few on those. Who else am I missing? No, I think I might have them all. So definitely show up for the research parties. Okay. Haley, I think we covered it all.
Yep, I think that's it.
Okay. So just remember, guys, that tomorrow will look a little different. It's a symposium, so it'll look a little different than what you've been doing this week. And Saturday will look a little different as well, only because the roundup that you're used to seeing every Saturday will start 2 hours earlier. And I love this. Thank you, Azure. It's the normal roundup crew, but not the same time. Oh, and yes, that's true. Not the same content or link is going to be kicking off. So what Haley and I have been doing here for the week, the Roundup crew are going to do at 8 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. Okay, I think that's it. So we're going to say goodbye. I want everybody to know that this is such a busy day because really has. DNA and tech is one of the most requested days that we do. So definitely whatever breakfast, lunch, or dinner that you're at, load up, fuel up. I've got my biscuit. I walk to the biscuit store, and I will see everybody in a cubicle party to talk about some hidden gems that I use. Bye, guys.